I'm trying to get my Facebook, no Facebook, but we're going to get our YouTube live tonight. And I'm going to have to do that from a different camera so that we can live stream a little bit. We can get our live stream going. That should work. Okay. All right, guys, it's time for class. Let's feet together, arms out. Attention. Bow. Si Miles, can you take these guys through a warm-up?
Number 1, 30 jumping jacks. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Knee lifts. 20 times. Chin up and set. 1, 2, 3.
That's the length of the Bondo stick to the end of the wrist.
7, 8, 9.
While they're warming up, I'll share some facts.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And down the back.
So I've muted myself over there so they can't hear me. So here's some of the facts. This being in the armpit, up through the wrist.
4, 5.
Most sticks are longer than that you're going to buy. If you buy them, they're going to wind up being longer than your hand or as long as your hand. It's a little long for our stick, mainly because we can reach out and strike with our stick, but we need to really choke up if it's a long stick. We can't be holding down here because it gets caught under our arm. So we like our sticks a tiny bit shorter so that we can clear. That's the main reason behind our length, which is armpit to wrist. Okay. When we train, sometimes I use PVC pipe because it shows up clearly on a camera. Obviously, PVC is not optimal for a weapon. We prefer hardwood, but hardwood is heavier, therefore slower. Doesn't mean it's slow, it means it's slower. But the nice thing about hardwood is we're talking about fighting with a stick, not stick fighting. We're not teaching, especially in the beginning, you and me both have a stick and we're stick fighting. We're teaching, pick up a stick and fight with it to get away from a bad guy or deal with the bad guy. They don't have a stick. They might have a knife, they might have nothing, probably have fists and hands. Because I don't advocate fighting someone with a knife because it's ridiculous. You're going to get cut.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Now, this is an advanced class, but we're going over some basics because we have a red belt who's looking to test for his black belt in a few months. And so we have to go over some of the early stuff. I want to isolate the early stuff to make sure that he's got it. But we are going to do some things, and you're going to see me do it because it's live streaming, and you're just going to see me. If you have a question, you can post it. The questions are slightly delayed. When I see them, I'll answer them as well. So you can ask questions like this is your class, even though a lot of what we're doing is advanced. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. He's about to finish. He's about to finish his warm-ups, and then we'll figure that out.
Just nothing straight out to the side. Hands up. They side by 1, 2,
Get to work.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And that was me yelling at a student who thought it was okay to just say hi while in the middle of warm-ups.
18, 19, 20.
Focus means paying attention to what's important. Discipline means doing only what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, until the job is done. Now, I got to yell at the student.
Hi. What's so important that you need to talk to in the middle of a warm-up?
Because I want to say hi and I came in late because of
Yeah, stop talking, Simon Miles. I got this. Lucas, you came in late. You have no business talking to us and saying hello. Jump in and get to work. We'll talk after class. You are interrupting class now. Does that make sense? Does that sound like a smart move? No, it's not. Don't interrupt class. Jump in. You were late. Jump in and train. Okay? Don't say hi. Don't waste our time right now. We're all trying to learn. Okay? It's about respect. It's disrespectful to come into my class and interrupt it while we're warming up. It makes me a little angry because you're old enough to understand that. Do not interrupt my class. You said hi to me and to Miles repeatedly. What you were doing was avoiding warming up. Instead of warming up, you were standing at a computer talking. Not okay. Now let's get to work. Sorry. Let's go. Everybody get a short stick. We're going to start with 1. Thank you, Cy Miles. I'm sorry for that interruption. Now I'm going to spotlight me so you all can see me, but I'm going to try to keep you guys in a nice grid pattern. If you've got questions, you know the deal. You can raise your hand for questions, but they have to be about the subject. I do not want questions about unrelated things. Okay? If you've got a question, feel free to ask it. Raise your hand. Don't type. Don't chat. Stay focused on training. If you're in the live stream, you guys can type up your question, and when I see it, I'll answer it. But we're going to begin at the beginning of the short stick tonight. We got a red belt who's prepping for his black belt. So we are going to go through everything tonight. We're going to start with the two-handed short stick. So please, everyone, begin by putting your feet together and hold your stick down and low. Let's walk through our short stick work tonight. Then we're going to break you guys down and look at some different things that I'm going to assess what you're doing, which for the live stream, people, is going to be pretty boring because I'm just going to be sitting down in the chair looking at my Zoom class. But you'll hear the notes, and I'll probably get up and do some demonstrations. So here we go. Are your feet together? Is the stick in 2 hands down here? Or are you not being focused and disciplined? Jackson, great job. Fletcher, great job. Brian, 2 hands. 2 hands. Ready? Present to H stance right. And curl up in front of your face. Elbows in. Curl. This is white belt drill. 2-hand short stick. Ready. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Step back and 2. And add attention. Now, are there any questions about that? Good. I'm glad there aren't. In an advanced class, there shouldn't be any questions about this. Remember, you drop your weight when you strike. Remember that the 2 hands are punches. We are literally punching with 2 hands at the same time and striking with the face of the stick. So drop your weight when you punch. All right? Good. Feet together. This time, when we present to a right in stance and put the stick on your right shoulder. Ready? Present. Right foot goes forward. Stick goes on your right shoulder. Hand goes up. Standing chopping drill. Right hand, Brian, chopping drill. You ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, and sit. Attention. Before we take any questions, let's do it on the left side. Present left. Left foot forward, stick on the left shoulder, in the left hand, right hand up, protecting your face in the center line. Ready, Brian? Here we go. And Fletcher, you ready? Doing this for you, buddy. Left hand, Fletcher. Left. I know your camera got confused, but we're doing left hand. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, and set. And at ease. Live stream here too. See if any live stream questions have started coming in.
For anyone on Zoom, please raise your hand if you have a question.
Anybody on Zoom, you raise your hand. No questions? Good. I'm glad. You guys shouldn't have questions. This is yellow belt stuff. So I'm glad you guys don't have questions about this. You froze. You guys okay? Everybody froze for a second. Good. Remember, as we're doing this, and we're training with the basic chopping drill, not moving, our body has to move. Even though we're not stepping, our body has to move. Our shoulder, hips, and torso have to get into the chops. It's not the arm and shoulder, right? Remember, you keep your back hand up here because it protects you against bounces, and you can reinforce when you chop. You can push your own hand, okay? So you can chop in with two hands, and if you're chopping and it bounces, the hand's here to block it as it bounces off. So keep that hand up for protection. Another thing, we always talk about clearing the path, which is about to become very important. Clear a path for your weapon, or it will clear its own. Okay? So that's next. What's next now is slicing. Okay. Still don't have any questions from our live stream, but we'll get back here. Slicing. Everybody, attention. Present right. 13 count slicing drill from a standing position. You ready? And down, across, across, across. Down, down, across, across. Up, up, across, across, straight down. 2. Set. Attention. Present left. Left-handed, let's go a little faster. You guys ready? Hand up, slicing drill, 13 count, left-handed, and begin. Down, across, across, across. Down, down, across, across. Up, up, across, across, straight down. 2. Set. At ease. Okay, so that one went a lot faster because I wanted to go through that quickly because slicing without speed is no good. Okay, slicing without speed doesn't help. All right, any questions about slicing? No, I didn't think so. Make sure you're turning your body and your body's doing the work. Remember, when you're slicing, you've got your pre-slice, your slice, and your post-slice, and it's essential that you hit all three because the person's moving. So you've got to hit here and slice them and go through the slice. And here and slice and post. Pre-slice, post. Pre-slice, post. You've got to clear the zones. Pre-slice, post, pre-slice, post. You've got to get through because they're moving. Okay? And you can't do that with your arm. It's too weak. You got to do it with your body. Your body clears those zones. Okay? You got to turn the body when you do it. Very important. Okay. Good. Here we go. Everybody, attention. And present right. Hand up. Chopping with stepping. I want you guys doing your half steps forward and backward. I want 2 steps forward. Chop 1, chop 2. I want 2 steps backwards. Chop 3, chop 4. Forwards 2, 5 and 6. Backwards 7 and 8. Forwards 9 and 10. Backwards 11 and 12. And I want half steps. But I'm not going to do it. You guys are doing fine with all the basic stuff. Okay? We've done our white and our yellow and our orange. Here's green belt. Stepping patterns. Okay? All green belts should be able to do stepping. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys off of me. I'm going to put you on Cy Miles. Cy Miles is going to call you guys out, and he's going to take you through stepping right and stepping left. Go ahead, Cy Miles.
Come on. 4, 1.
Now, I've muted myself so that I can talk to you guys while he's doing this. It's a beautiful thing to co-teaching. Cy Miles is a student who's come up through my program. He's first level black belt. He's been training 8 years, and he's, well, COVID stopped him. If we hadn't had COVID, I'm quite convinced he would have tested it for his second by now. No idea if he would have passed or not, of course, but I'm quite convinced he would have been ready, but put a dent on that. Nevertheless, he's been my assistant, and I call him my head instructor now because he really does teach full time, and this is his life, and he's doing a very good job. And I put him up against most instructors in the first or second level black belt category, and I think he compares very well. So it's really nice to have him to help teach all of this. But I wanted to just kind of discuss him a little bit before we go back and get back to work. So thanks. All right. Thanks, Cy Miles. I was talking to the live streamers, so hopefully I didn't interrupt your class. I put it on mute. I don't know if you heard me or not. But guys, any questions about that? Any questions about the stepping pattern? All right, Lucas, what's your question?
I forgot why we started doing half steps on this.
Well, why do we do half steps? Anybody got an answer for that? That's a good question, Lucas. Yeah, Ben, what's the point of the half steps?
Basically, your objective in martial arts is to end altercation. So one of the half steps is supposed to attack, to make the form more aggressive and also more defensive.
Aggressive and defensive, that's correct. Movement is key. Aren't we a movement-based martial art? And I know that's what Anuj was about to say. We're a movement-based martial art. So we might learn things standing still in the beginning, but we always learn things with an understanding that you're supposed to be moving when you do them. It's movement-based martial arts. Even if you're in a deep stance, you should be using the stance for your balance and power while moving. And that's different than what a lot of systems teach. They neglect that. Some, not systems, teachers. Some teachers from some systems neglect that movement concept. So we need to be moving. And the reason we do the half step, Lucas, is a half step, our feet never are together. We're wide or regular. We're never together because together has no balance. So we keep as maximum balance we can while being light on our feet, heels up, balls on our feet, and half stepping keeps us wide to regular, wide to regular, wide to regular, wide to regular. So we never put our feet together, maximum amount of balance for with maximum mobility. Okay? Maximum balance, maximum mobility. Good question, though. Now, let's go on. Let's do the stepping pattern with slicing. Cy Miles, you're doing great. Will you take over again?
Come on. Taking right. Step 4. Step. Remember, for this one, for each half step, it's 2 slices. Half step in, down, across. Half step in, across, across. Half step back, down, down. Half step back, across, across. Half step in, up, across, across. And back, straight down.
Okay.
Go on. Stick in your left. Make sure your left is forward. Right hand's up and set. And we'll move. Remember, once again, 2 slices per half step.
And movement does not negate turning. Turn your body and step.
Down. Across, across. Again, up. Across, across. Straight down.
Okay, watch him. All right, here's a note. Let's go over this. Okay. Spotlight me so you guys can see me better. All right, listen. here's the note. So when we're working with our slicing, you guys had left hand, my right. We're doing our slicing. Just because I'm in this gray square and I'm about to step into this black square doesn't mean I don't turn my body from the hips and the balls of the feet and the torso and the shoulders. I still have to turn. I have to step and turn. Step and turn back. Step and turn. Step and turn back. The feet will help me turn. Right? Step and turn. Step back and turn. Look at my shoulders. Turn. Turn. Because the shoulders and torso do the work. Turn, 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 turn. You've got to turn your body, gentlemen. And I say gentlemen because there's only gentlemen in the class tonight. You got to turn your body. Okay? You've got to rotate. You got to turn on the balls of your feet. You got to use your hips. You got to use your trunk. You got to turn those shoulders. You know, we always say turn the shoulder to the enemy, right? This way to enemy. Get that shoulder in there. That way we don't overextend. We turn the torso, and that gives us our extra range. All right? So make sure you're turning. All right. Now, one of the things I want to do next, now that we've gone through all that, is I want to look at some things individually. So, everybody, with focus, discipline, sit down, pay attention, and learn by watching. Okay? Learn by watching. All right. So first things first, we're going to go with Anuj. Anuj, I want to see some double short stick. Okay? Your choice, slicing or chopping. You tell me. All right, show me your double chopping.
Making sure my feet were apart.
Yes, make sure your feet are shoulder distance apart. Correct. Right. Let that becomes a flow, right? When we're doing the chopping, we're going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, right? 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10 under, 9, 10 over. And then it's flow. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, right? This one comes behind first, but it's flow. So once you get up to that chop, 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 it's still chopping, but it's got to flow. Chop, 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 chop. See there, pop, pop, pop. It's all in the wrist. Once we get going fast with it, you got to have to breathe, right? It's got to be fast like that. All right here to the point where they're almost going to be tapping each other. And when you first do this, your timing will be off and your stick should hit because you won't be quite right. You'll be going 11, 12, and it's going to be happening because you're going to the same spot, and that's okay. And then in, right? Prefer under because of other things we can do. But
I think I need more work on the flow on that.
you do. You need a little more work on the flow there, but that's nice. Okay?
Yeah.
Just remember that the basics of what you're doing are correct. Once you add 2 steps, you're just going 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, and your footwork is kind of free-flowing to do whatever you want. In a limited space like this, I do exactly what you did. Forward, 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 back, 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 back. So I got limited space, so that's real good. That makes a lot of sense, okay? If you're outside training, you can just go forward forever, right? You can go backwards forever if you want to practice moving backwards. The footwork is kind of up to you and your environment, okay? Good. Next, Fletcher, you're up. Show me something of greatness with your stick work. What would you like to show me? Okay, you want to show me two-handed? Now show me something harder. Show me slicing or chopping.
I'll do chopping.
All right.
Let me start over.
Sure.
Oh, and
Good. Good. Make sure you bend your knees. Make sure you're engaging your lower body. And make sure you're practicing these, man, because you got to show me greatness in all of this to get that black. Okay? So you got to be practicing even the basic stuff that you learned as yellow, orange, green. Okay? You got to be practicing because it's part of your test. All right. Let's see Jackson. Jackson, you're in the dark, man. When did you decide to be a ninja? I like darkness. So what are you going to show me?
I'm gonna do slicing.
All right. Put your right foot forward, please. Good. Keep that foot forward. That's aggressive attacking. That's what we want. We want to take charge of the fight, win the fight, and get away because we don't want to fight. So let's not waste time. Let's just win it and move on. Go. There you go. All right. My note for you with stick, whenever you're doing slicing or chopping, it's we start here so our elbow's down. Once we start slicing, if we stay here, we've sacrificed all the reach of the stick. Okay? Look where my stick is. Look how far my hand can go. Why do I have a stick if my hand can go the same distance? Right? Reach out. Extend that stick out. Slice out here. Go get the bad guy as far away from you as you can. You don't want to let the bad guy get here. You don't want to be here. You want to reach out here. Keep that arm out. Now, you don't want to overextend because then you can't get it out of the way if they attack your arm. But you don't want to be in here. Okay? Reach that arm out. Okay? That was better. That was better. All right. Good. All right. Lucas, you're up.
okay, do good. I'm doing slicing and left.
Good. Let's see greatness.
Okay.
Okay. Very nice. 2 notes for you. Okay. 1 note is when you're slicing from left to right, you're not carrying through with the butt of the stick. Remember, we lead with the butt and then we come out and like in this stick, the butt is silver, right? And then let me make me look amazing and wonderful. Hold on. Oh, goodness gracious. Yay, internet. So with my stick, I got silver tape here, green tape here, red tape here. Right? Silver tape's the butt, green is the face, red is the tip. Remember, we're slicing in the green. We're supposed to be hitting with the green. Okay? So how can we hit with the green if we don't follow through with the butt? See the green? The green has to get out there and cut. On your slices across, you're doing this. You're starting and then you're rotating the stick across, which means you're hitting with the tip. Bink. You're actually stabbing. You're not slicing. So your slices across from left to right, you need to keep your hand up, right? Facing up, we say. Pronated, supinated. You want to keep up all the way across. You're turning over early. Okay? Get all the way across your body before you turn it over. That's note number 1. Note number 2, slicing up means going from the low to the high. Okay? Down is high to low. Up is low to high. So you went down, down, across, across, and then you went up, up. But that's not up, up. That's down, down. You got to turn it down low. You got to drop it down low and then slice up. Drop it down low, slice up. Okay? That's not what you did. You went down, down. Okay? Slice up, up, across, across. And remember that across has to get all the way through your target before you spin this sword over the stick over. Okay?
Dan, I have a question.
Yeah, what's the question, buddy?
If I get this perfect in one hand, could I do it with 2 sticks and 2 hands?
You're going to get to 2 sticks. You're going to get to 2 sticks. Everybody in this class is going to get to 2 sticks, probably in the next month or so. All right, Ben, you're up.
In fact, Mr. Emily, Raji, can I do it in 2 sticks?
Please do. Just show me what you got, man.
Will do.
What are you going to show me?
The slicing double.
Slicing double. All right, double stick. Okay.
Okay, don't get my that well. I'll do it again.
Which one did you slice down with first? Let me tell you. Left. Didn't we work on that last week? Slice with the right hand first if you're starting right. Now what you're doing is you're doing the full step offensive double slicing. What I mean by that is you're going front foot, down, across, step all the way through, down, across. Step all the way through, across, across, step all the way through, across, across. And that's great. And that's a fast chasing offensive attack, right? Full step. In your room, you might not have room for that. So you might want to do half step, down, across, half step, down, across. Remember, if you're half stepping and your right leg is front, you've got to clear the downward cut in your left, which means it has to be a shallower cut out here. You cannot cut down like this. You'll stab your own leg. You got to clear a path, so it's a shallower cut if you want to do the half step. But that's why I prefer the full step. It's safer. You're clearing your paths, right? So think about this, Ben. If you're clearing your path, when you go backwards, think down, across, down, across. If I'm clearing my path and I'm going to slice with this hand, then this foot should be in front. So step back, cross, across. Okay? Think about which step you've got to take when you're going backwards. Okay?
Help me do this time better.
Step up, 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 up.
I think we do it again.
Yeah, please do. Hurry, we still got another student to get through. Ryan's up next. Yes? That was backwards. You went left, right. See, at the very end, Ben, every time at the very end, every time you go right, 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 left, left. Okay? Let me explain what I'm saying by that. You're going with your right hand first. Right, right, left, left. Then you step back and go left, left again. Left, left, right, right, and then you go left, right. That's wrong. Okay? Make sure when you finish, Ben, put your sticks on your shoulder. Pay attention. I'm teaching you something here. Don't swing your sticks around. Step forward, right, and slice up, up. Up, up. Go. Step forward. Up, up. Now step back. Across, across. Step back. Across, across. Now step forward. Down. Down. Okay? Right, left. There you go. That's how it finishes. Good job. Excellent. Let's go to Brian. Brian! Hi, Brian. Get your stick, man. We're not done. We still got 10 minutes of class left, brother. Good. Got your stick? All right, where am I? Let's make Let's make it all about me. Brian, you got your stick? Put it in your left hand, Brian. Good. Put your left foot forward, Brian. Put your hands up. You ready, Brian? Here we go. Go down, across. Good. Go across, across. Come on, Brian. Lift your arm. Don't be lazy. Go down, down. Again, Brian. Put your stick on your shoulder. Go down, down. Go across, across. No, Brian. Across. Across. Thank you. You've got to lift your elbow, brother. Up, up. What is this? Lift your elbow. Come on, goofball. Up, up. Across, across, Brian. Quiet body. Across, across. No, this is not across, across. Stretch your arm out, buddy. You know I won't be satisfied till you do it right. Lift your arm up. Lift your arm up, buddy. You can do it. Come on, Brian. Stretch. Swing that stick. Quiet body, please. Brian, quiet body. I want you to do your slicing. Look at me. Do what I'm doing. Slice. No, put your stick over here. Good. And slice back. Thank you. Straight down. That's better. You're doing this, Brian, right? And we know why. You don't like to lift your shoulder. You've got to lift your elbow and your shoulder, Brian, okay? It's important, buddy. You've got to lift your arm up over your head. All right. Cool. You got to work on that. All right. Now, everybody, I think what we need the most work on, believe it or not, is the stepping chopping drill. So I'm going to let Simon Miles take you guys through the stepping chopping drill again. Okay? Everybody, get up, get your stick, and let's work with Simon Miles on the stepping chopping drill. Okay? Brian, Lucas, Fletcher, Anuj, Jackson, let's do this.
Again, 1, 2, and 5, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9,
Okay.
and 10. Back.
So as he's working on that, what the big thing is with chopping is you've got to connect the chop impact here on the face with the step. They have to be together at the same time. The foot has to hit at the same time the stick hits. Okay? Otherwise, they're not connected and you're not delivering the power you could. It's just like punching. Step into the punch. Right? Step into the strike. It's universal skill sets. It's all, by and large, it's all the same. So you can think about it. It's never wrong to start there thinking, how would this happen if I didn't have a stick? Well, I would step and punch. Okay, I want to step and punch. Start there. We can refine from that.
We're starting to run a little low on time. We only have about 5 minutes. Raise your hand if you have any questions regarding anything that we're doing with the weapon. Anybody?
Any questions at all about the short stick? Now is your chance. Advanced students. Fletcher, who's working towards his black belt, you got a question about any of this? Because you got to be able to do chopping both hands, slicing both hands, and double short stick. You got any questions? No? Okay, great. Awesome. My advanced class has no questions. Huh. All right, everybody, stick up. Tuck your stick under your arm. Everybody but Lucas, who's not paying attention, bow out. Mingla ba. Everybody but Lucas is dismissed. Lucas, you're not dismissed. Stay here.
We're a little bit early tonight. How's it going, everybody?